When you think of a hydropower station, what comes to mind? This, or this? But have you been ever seen a smart energy system that integrates hydropower, wind power, photovoltaic power, and energy storage systems? In southwest China, along the Yalong River basin, lies the country's first hydro-wind photovoltaic integrated base, the Yalong River Basin Base. It is also one of China's 10 clean energy bases.
Once completed in 2035, this base will generate about 200 billion kilowatt-hours of electricity per year. Hydropower, solar power, and wind power are the three major clean energy resources are advancing around the world.
So the question is, why develop hydro, wind, and photovoltaic power together?
Let's break it down.
The simplest answer is stability. Hydropower has strong regulating ability, but its output is affected by seasonal water flow and climate. Wind and photovoltaic power have abundant resources, but their output fluctuates significantly. So, what happens when these three work together? During the dry season, when hydropower output drops, wind and photovoltaic power fill the gap. When wind and photovoltaic power fluctuate, hydropower quickly stabilizes the supply.
In one sentence, the hydropower provides the foundation while the wind and the photovoltaic power complement it to deliver the stable green electricity.
This isn't just a cluster of power stations, it is a global testament on how to make clean energy output stable and reliable.
Logically, the idea of hydro, wind, and photovoltaic power complementarity seems quite simple, right? But how to truly achieve a stable output of green energy is much more complex than any diagram.
Wind and photovoltaic power depend on the weather, so how do we predict their output? Hydropower dispatching requires careful calculation of water resources. How much water is coming from upstream? How should reservoirs store or release water? And how do hydropower stations coordinate with each other? Grid integration also needs to account for transmission channels and power demand, with limited cross-regional transmission capacity. On top of that, extreme weather, equipment failures, and loud fluctuations constantly test the system's response speed and decision-making precision. This is the real challenge of hydro-wind photovoltaic integration. How to solve this problem? Here's the solution: the 𝐂𝐻𝐸𝐿 AI large model.
So, how does this super brain work?
First, it makes the weather revolve its plan in advance. By integrating satellite, meteorological station, and hydrological data, the system extends water inflow forecasts for the river basin for up to 60 days. The speed of weather forecasting has also been upgraded from hour to minute level accuracy. Second, it enables perfect coordination between hydropower, wind power, and photovoltaic power. The model calculates in advance. When wind and photovoltaic output is high, hydropower makes way. When wind and photovoltaic output drops, hydropower quickly steps up. Third, it lets the machine learn to diagnose its own problems. Engineers' expertise has been fed into the model. The accuracy of photovoltaic module fault diagnosis reaches 96%, and fault location efficiency has improved by 80%. Fourth, it helps the power stations sell electricity at a better price. The system monitors the electricity market whole day. Electricity price forecasting accuracy has improved by more than 12%, and decision-making time has been shortened from hourly to minute level.
Turning three types of energy that traditionally depend on the weather into a stable power supply, the 𝐂𝐻𝐸𝐿 AI large model is the most powerful brain that makes this possible.
The value of this practice extends far beyond China.
At the end of the day, all this surging power, electricity, and computing power aims to turn the wind into the distance, the light from the plateau, and the rushing water into city lights in everyone's home.
This is Yalong River. Through it, China is telling the world that the future of clean energy is not only bright, it is also intelligent. This not only represents a breakthrough for the Yalong River base, but also pioneers a new, replicable and scalable pace for large-scale clean energy bases in China and around the world.